Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some Stellaris, and since I bought the expansion, I've been exploring the game a little bit. So obviously one thing that I am doing right now is that I'm playing as a hive mind to see if that playstyle is good, strong, and if it suits me. It should suit me, just from how I like to play these games. Pretty methodical, pretty Borg-like. It should be really good. So I just chose a hive mind as for my corporation, and then my traits, I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to. Oh, I can actually probably see that on my planet. And then if I go over these guys, I basically have taken venerable so that they live very long. One of the most annoying aspects that I find is losing your leaders and having to replace them, not having them at their peak efficiency. And so just taking venerable seems to work out really well. Now, my brother said that should not be needed for a hive mind. At some point you're gonna like keep that experience or something like that. But first game I played, I took the exact opposite, right? Short-living creatures, and they still died off, lost the experience, so it was just annoying as hell, which is why I just took venerable. And in order to get that, they're now also repugnant, sedentary, and hive-minded. So looks pretty damn good so far. What have I done? I got my 5 core planets. And I just basically built my first sector so that I can build up a 6th planet without overloading the amount of directly controlled colonized systems. So it's been going decently well. My neighbors, I'm not all that worried. I think we've got these guys. They are evangelizing zealots. They're equivalent, so they are also militaristic. They might get us into trouble at some point, but they started off a little bit more at the edge than me, and so I actually basically did outgrow them decently easily. And then we've got a couple more equivalents and then a few inferiors. And in the meantime, my scout came back, so we're gonna send him out again to the far reaches of this galaxy, see if we can spot some more of these alien races out there. And the plan here, 6th planet, add this to that sector right here, and hopefully I can close all of this up, grabbing a few more star systems with all their resources for my empire.
Construction complete.
The way I usually play this is that I build a colony, then build a spaceport there, maximize that, and then up my military to that point, then go for a next colony. But I've also found that it's been tricky to keep up with everything else that I could build in order to improve my my empire. So here, for instance, we definitely want a basic lab over here. We might want to do a bit of extra energy there as well.
Anomaly found.
0% failure risk, so we'll take that. Thank you very much. Do I have a frontier clinic? Yes, I do. So food works a little bit differently as well. I actually don't think that I need to rush that at this point. A best thing would be a mine right here. And now with eSynth Prime, we have yet another colony. A very handy thing. I'm not sure exactly what I took, but I start with 2 populations here, which is pretty good, of course. And right off the bat, we'll build our next spaceport for these guys. And this may be a frontier clinic as soon as possible here as well, which gives me extra food. And of course, it adds as well with growth time and all of that good stuff. It's pretty good. You can only have 1 on every planet, of course. And then we'll build up another destroyer here as well, just to fill up the quota of my ships. I can upgrade these guys normally, but that's gonna be pretty costly. I have 1500 minerals, so it's okay. We'll just put up some new hulls in there, 230 for one of my new destroyers. And other than that, I feel pretty lucky with this start. This is a pretty quiet system. All of these are on my arid planets as well, so decently well spread out. And I could still continue over here, for instance, and down here as well, if I want to continue to expand this territory without coming into conflict with others. Just have to remember that these guys are militaries, so they might at some point decide to start a war. We should be ready for that. Sporia, let's build a destroyer when we can. Up to 230. Go, go. There we go. And other than that, of course, it's a lot of management. Over here, we have in Outpost, these guys are on the atomic age. So if I go to the surface, here we go. Natural engineers, weak enduring, resilient, tropical preference, and egalitarian. So might still be possible if I get the tech on time to infiltrate those guys and bring them into the collective. If not, then considering that they're at the atomic age, they might just nuke themselves, which is fine by me as well. Which reminds me, a little thing that I actually like about having this hive mind. Over here on Omegas Prime, there were actually other little critters that hadn't really developed into a civilization yet, but you know, I could colonize this planet with little critters there, and basically my hive mind, my collective, just started butchering those guys. You just systematically eradicate anything that is not part of the collective, and so they had maybe 3 or 4 populations here, and they were just killed off by my hive-minded roaches here, which are of course pretty cool but aggressive. So let's maybe upgrade this puppy and see if on eSynth we can work on the Frontier Clinic. We'll take that, thank you very much. And here comes
complete.
the waiting game, of course. Early game is the build-up phase, which is actually my preferred phase. And this is 1800, that's quite a lot. What's that? Oh, a really big pirate fleet. That's something that we have not done yet. That's attack enemies or anything like that. And where is my little scout? There he is. Okay, and these guys are actually 2, 4, 6, 7 colonies in already as well. Yeah, pretty industrious little bastards up there. And those guys are pretty far away. So let's stay focused here. My science ship, for instance, that is not doing anything. That's definitely not great. So let's keep surveying some systems around here. Like that. Well, we'll take this one as well. Let's see what my other science ship here is doing. Also working on the final planet. So then we'll go over
Situation
here.
log updated.
Mu aliens or mu aliens. We'll survey all of these systems. And next up, we can do that one. Only takes 2 months now, so I do feel really great about these venerable guys. You can see now they're level 4, they'll be level 5, then they'll still have a really long lifespan to go. And by that time, maybe I'll have discovered like the tech that is needed in order to basically maintain all of that experience in your leaders. Not exactly sure how that works yet, but I'm exploring this expansion, excuse me, and so far so good, you know, definitely a lot of fun. And the hive-minded civilization, yeah, we can definitely research that. A big advantage is you don't have to look at happiness anymore, so these guys will just keep doing what they need to do no matter what the happiness situation is. And right now, basically, more minerals are definitely welcome whenever possible. I'm not sure.
Project complete.
Excellent. All right, let's. Okay, it's paused. So we just discovered the Chinor Stellar Union. These guys are egalitarian, fanatical materialists. Greetings. So I don't think that they'll be a threat right off the bat. Let's quickly pause here. 4 colonies in total, or 3 colonies in a homeworld. Definitely. Oh, and down here as well, another 2. So, okay. Equivalent for sure. And they're pretty far away though. So stay away from the hive mind. We'll be coming for you to assimilate everyone. Let's see. We can get going, and I'm not sure if this is needed with the new food, the new way that food works. If growth goes all basically then condenses to faster growth across the planets. If this one can't grow anymore, but I don't think that's going to be how it works. So 1 population to resettle is usually a pretty good idea. Let's see if we can take Keith, because that one still has a lot of room. So we take this population. We'll just plonk that baby down right here. Resettle that for some influence. And then we can get back to growing another drone here on Sporius. And just basically keep spreading myself across my systems. Looks pretty good so far. These guys have their own construction ships. Good.
Situation
they made that on their own. Didn't even read that, but okay. And here, this is almost done. I think we can upgrade. Requires 10 pop. And for you, requires 10 population as well. But there's not a lot of room here anymore, so we definitely have to clear another tile after this. And I think we can basically turn this into a mine, which is a little bit less food, but we're definitely doing pretty well on food so far. And over here we can then upgrade the spaceport, giving us more room for our fleet. Which I'll fill up first, right? Upgrade my spaceport to max out the fleet. That's when I build another colony ship, and I think this one will be next, which by then we'll of course also have to add ESynth and minus here to this entire sector. That will then hopefully become a pretty powerful one. What else is happening here? Not too much really. The collective, the hive mind here is definitely focused on growing at the moment, on becoming more powerful, and on not getting caught with their pants down, or with its pants down, by these military guys down here. An interesting system as well here is this unity. So in 14 months I'll be able to take another perk. Taking this one was actually a bit of a mistake. Don't really use or need the private colonies. Energy grids. Energy Nexus now also produces 2 unity. That could be interesting. And over here, Frontier Outposts, I don't use them at the moment. So ship upkeep minus 10% is probably actually one that is useful at this point, and that I'll try to grab after this. So let's build another destroyer for the fleet since we can. And let's again take a quick look if there are any big upgrades to do. Not right here. Here on Rhyme, just the labs, which I'm not gonna do too quickly because I can only upgrade one type at the moment. Should I up this food here? I'm just not sure that I should.
System survey complete.
Okay. Over here, definitely want to build a mine. 4 more minerals at this point. And this is gonna be a really resource heavy place here with lots of minerals. I think we're doing okay on energy so far, so we can focus on that one first. And over here, well, there's a lot of work, but this system is basically pretty quickly going to become a part of this
system survey
of this sector. So I'll allow this one to do what it needs to do on its own mostly. Anything else here? What's my research looking at? Energy storage capacity and power plant 3, pretty important, especially late game if you want to start to terraform to make sure you have enough energy. Then Empire Capital Complex, I think that can be pretty good. Mineral, food output plus energy. And you also get 3 of this unity. And then over here, of course, spaceport to level 4. Prioritizing spaceports makes you more easily have a defendable outpost and a strong army. So there we go.
Construction complete.
Next we need to wait for 250 for upgrading this one to level 3, which we get right now. And that gives me room for another destroyer, so that's definitely pretty good. And I think basically to end the video here, I am going to send my army over here to fight this 753 enemy. Should be pretty easy, but I have a lot of the really cheap bad corvettes, so I don't want to wait for like 1500 minerals to upgrade all of this. At the moment there's just too much other stuff to do around here to actually consider that, and so maybe losing some of these corvettes to an enemy over here could help out actually, to replace them with stronger ships. So my army is probably gonna be on the move then. Where to? Oh, right here. 1.9k. Maybe, you know, for a biological hive mind, not the most logical design, but you know, we'll see. I think it'll work out. This is also a little bit of a test for me to devise the real game that I want to play as a hive mind. And of course, probably it's going to be a multiplayer game with my brother. So we are landing, then we're going to take on these guys. And do we have a science ship nearby? I think I prefer this guy. Yeah. Well, you can then go after this system after doing those. So that looks pretty good. We'll wait to build more ships at this point, which means that we can definitely grab an orbital farm and a solar panel here. All the others, well, this one still lacks the solar panels. We've been doing really well on energy. I gotta say my start was really nice. This is my main system, 7 energy, 6 mineral output. Here we get another 6 energy, 2 mineral output, not bad. And then this 3, 4 as well. After that we went to Rhyme here, 7 energy again, 4 minerals. This one will soon be ours too. After that I actually jumped over here, which is quite amazing, because here 2, 5 and all that research, 4, 2, all that research, 9 energy, more
System
energy over here.
Complete.
So it should all be pretty good to get a powerful sector going over here, I
Hostile
think.
fleet engaged.
Excellent. Let's take a look at what happens. They deploy their little fighters and we launch our missiles. So keep firing, guys. There's some really bad missile 1s, some 2s and some 3s in there. So right now, well, a couple of those are dying at least. Maintain fire. We're gonna go after some of my easy corvettes.
System survey complete.
Keep firing, guys. You can do it. And space amoeba mothers now need to be taken on. They do have regenerative capabilities, so if we can get that from the research, that would be nice. Just one left and 54. It's not like we're losing a lot here.
Updated.
The fleet has 1. Excellent. We can go back to our capital. Enter orbit is gonna be enough. And this science ship is then going to we might actually, you know, do the research project here first. Then survey this system. Then we'll survey this one, and finish this one off. Like that. Sounds good to me. So, 54 out of 60. So, a destroyer. Resource, yeah, that's my influence. So, I could colonize a lot faster. That's actually a pretty important lesson to learn. And that one is a little bit too big, so we'll need to take care of that later on. But a research outpost here could be interesting. Let's do that. Research. Build an observation post. What do I know? Stone Age, guys. And what are they like? They are nomadic, strong, tropical preference, and spiritualists. Probably not the best for the hive mind, but since they're still in the Stone Age, we might have enough time to actually try and convert them. So it's definitely something that I want to know if that is possible as a hive mind. In the meantime, we have enough for another destroyer, so we'll build that. And then you are done. Can I upgrade? No, not to level 4. That's good. Solar panels coming. And we can take another tradition, as I've said right here. So we could go into different ones, complete. Right? Supremacy at some point, probably. But right now, I'm actually thinking that could be good. I just don't think that I have energy grids just yet. But this one could be really nice. Ship upkeep minus 10%. Or it's this, which basically reduces the amount of influence needed, which I have plenty of. So yeah, let's reduce this. Yes, which means that I get more minerals, which is nice. And I have to wait another 69 months for more stuff. At first, I think I will now complete prosperity here. So that's looking good. That construction ship is gonna get to work on all of this.
Updated.
The new aliens. We are going to research that. Over there somewhere. Okay, so we definitely have a lot of room up here. If we could terraform, this could be nice. We could still go over here as well if we need to, but first, of course, close this gap. Try to force him to stay down here. And so this is probably my next target, which would be after these two destroyers, I think. Yep. So there we go. I think that's a nice little first look of my next Stellaris experience
Special
here.
project complete.
As another special project after successfully translating. Okay, let's see who the Interstellar Tumbator Directorate are exactly. The Wolf guys, and they are xenophobes, fanatic materialists again. So you could do some trading with those guys, but xenophobes, they definitely don't like us all that much. So we can take a quick look. Whoops. Being a hive mind, maybe I should end with what I can expect from the game. You're generally not trusted by anyone else, so you will immediately have a little bit of a drawback on your relations with them. And then of course, if like me, you always go for repugnant because you don't care too much about that, they're always going to start out in the red, but minus 30, minus 50 so far is actually quite doable. And where are... Even these guys are all only minus 50, so that's definitely pretty good. No one has declared me a rival just yet, and most of them are equivalent or inferior. So far it actually looks like I'm going to be able to expand this empire pretty decently, which the aim is going to be expand this sector probably here and here with these two. If I can still grab that on time, then maybe explore around here a little bit, see if we can grab some of this, because this is definitely pretty resource heavy and pretty dense as well. And after that, I do want to see what the superstructures are all about, because with this expansion you should also be able to do stuff like Dyson spheres, colonies around planets, not on the planets themselves. So you should actually have different ways of colonizing as well. All of that seems really interesting, basically providing you more options to grow without having to just expand, start going to war, or feel very unlucky because you don't have a lot of colonizable planets in the right spots, which here so far it actually looks like I'm pretty damn lucky with my start. So I'm planning to continue this game as an exploration of the hive mind gameplay in Stellaris. We'll see how it ends up, and I'll try to keep you guys up to date, of course. For now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
Construction complete.